Listen, I was trying to Susie Q, Dusty Country Roads. Oh, it's good to see everybody. Geez. I can't tell what I'm doing with that chat in my face. I cut my hair today. Let me get ahead of this big old truck. Oh, sorry, my finger's in the way. Daggone it. I tried to time it till I was past all the dead spots, but we're down a vehicle, so I had to wait to leave. And while I was waiting, I decided to chop a bunch of my hair off. Heritage Homestead. Hi there, honey. Heritage Hard Homestead. It's so good to see you. I wanted to beat the rain so bad. Hey, Team Angel. Surprise! I went back and reviewed the last one to see if I could tell where the dead spots were, and I saw you posted you were used to being blue or having a wrench or something. You've been with me since the beginning. And hey, Kelly. Maria Blackwell. Honey, I never have got to call you. Please forgive me. Oh, you're welcome, Team Angel. Honey, you've been with me since the beginning. Lily. Hi, good Nanny's or Mimi's hair in a mass. I can't be seen in public. You can't see it so good the way I hold the camera. But your daddy played some of the audio. The video didn't take. It was all black. And he said you did so good and he was so proud of you. My lily bug was in a Christmas play today. And my hair was all fuzzed and dying and breaking off. And it looked since I cut it, but I cut it during her playtime. Didn't know that. I ordered a band to wear to try to get roots. Of course, she can't wear a ball cap in church, and her play was in the church. And so forgive me, Lily Bug. I didn't want to come and embarrass you, honey, looking like a hot mess. But I love that girl. I've showed y'all my Lily Bug. She is beautiful. I can't wait to take her driving. Hey, Kevin Fugelfam. Hey, Moonface 5. Who else did I miss? Lynn. It's Ann Lynn Show. Hi there. Hey, Josh. I'm going back trying to catch everybody's talking to Lily. Lori. And isn't that the saddest thing about Florida Patriot 71? She was such a sweetheart. She really was. It's all good, Mimi. I love you too. Well, I didn't want to come and embarrass you. Look at this hot mess hair. I guess your Mimi is going to look like she's 190 years old because I won't even put a hair dryer to my hair. Now I'm trying not to brush it as much. Y'all, my hair, it looks kind of thick because I just let my natural curl flow. Hey, handmaid. I couldn't see what you said. That was a big long. I haven't heard you on here in a while. Then again, I've been busy. Honey, I didn't do anything but one video. The end of September, I think. I said CV. And let me tell you, they do not. Oh, no, you can't type when you're driving. Don't worry about it, honey. All the side effects. Long CV, and that is because of us are having symptoms that we had. Oh, thank you, Moonface 5. Man, these roots are a mess. Look at that. But you know, back of my hair's not very gray. It's all on top. But this is about my natural color. Lily, if y'all remember when I showed you a picture, or held up my phone and showed a picture of Lily, she has the exact color hair I had. And then when I had my boys, it got real dark. But this is about it. It's kind of close. But anyway, now it's all gray. All the stress of life, I guess. But anyway, they've got the long CV they're diagnosing now. And that's because you never know when any one of the symptoms that you had when you were sick as a dog can just pop right back up. And heaven forbid they warn anybody that one of the symptoms that you very likely will get, especially if you have a pretty severe case, which I did, and so did Lily's pawpaw, and her hair's falling out. I'm telling you, I get a wad of hair this big every time I brush my hair. Our mom was a beautician, and she had us to learn as she went to school. And she always said, stimulate your scalp, you know, it increases growth and stops falling out. Had a cousin that had a big bald spot, and he brushed his hair every day, and lo and behold, his hair came back. So I tried that. I thought, okay, I'll just brush it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening. And, oh my gosh, I had so much hair falling out. My sister said, why are you brushing if it's falling out? So now I'm not brushing it. I'm worried to color it. Yes, I had that crazy stuff, let me tell you. But, you know, it's a flu on steroids. That thing is really, you know, of course, I stayed up moving, fed my chickens every day, watered my chickens. I timed myself one day. It took me 12 hours to feed and water 4 coops. And it took me nearly that long because me and my youngest son was there when his dad was in the hospital, and ran out of paper plates, and so we were just using dishes, and oh, my kitchen was a mess, and I wasn't able to stand up long enough to do anything. It took me about that long to clean up my kitchen when I finally decided I couldn't stand it anymore. So, but yeah, they don't tell you the symptoms can come back, and they don't tell you that your hair can fall out. I found out that that was a symptom when I went to the bank and heard one of the tellers talking about it, and she said that her beautician was real thrilled to inform her that she did have some new growth. And I thought, that's why my hair's falling out? I didn't know why my hair was falling out. And of course, it wasn't falling out that bad at that point, but now, holy moly, it is unbelievable. But like I said, it's disguised with my curls. I have natural curl. I never wear it natural curly unless it's kind of short. Hey, Christy. Well, I'm quitting having my hair done because it's falling out, and I don't want that peroxide on my scalp damaging any more hair follicles, no more than CV did. Use, tweak, what? Wait a minute. Use, tweak. You can get it on HSN or QVC. What is that? Just a shampoo? I've never heard of it. Well, let me tell you, that one shampoo that they used to sell that didn't suds up or anything, I tried that. It was supposed to make your hair thick and full of volume. Be careful there. Seen a video yesterday, people following women. Oh, I heard that. Now I'm on my way to the farm. Listen, when I hit this county and the next county, I have got, it's like it used to be, county, knew everybody and had bodyguards everywhere. I am a shouting distance away from somebody to save my butt. But listen, over here in this seat, what do y'all think I have riding with me in hand's reach? Little Dooney and Burke brown purse that nobody would suspect. You got it, and it's full of freedom seeds, and it's even got one chamber. And when I'm by myself, I'll see my little punky's not with me. It's a weekend. He likes to stay home with his mommy and daddy. But when it's just me, thing is locked and loaded, y'all. I ain't afraid of nothing. I don't think I have enough sense to be afraid of anything. I couldn't read that. I saw it was something about potatoes. I should have titled this, Let's Talk About Everything We're Not Supposed to. So now we've gone over all that. Oh, and this new, what is it? Omicron? Is that what it's called? Hey there, Moonchild from Northwest Virginia. I am in Raleigh County typically, but I'm not at the moment. I have an off-grid farm, and I was trying to beat the rain. My best wood isn't covered, and wouldn't you know, I forgot to bring a tarp again, and it's supposed to pour the rain tomorrow, so I've got to get up here and get some wood in. Of course, it's not that crucial. Listen, we're at a balmy, well, it was 50, gosh, it was 52 when I left, and now it's 47. Well, of course, it's getting later, the sun's going down, but in a little while, got about an hour and a half of sun left. We're going to be in the balmy mid-60s next week. Can y'all believe that? And I had said, Lord, have mercy, that CV put me so far behind. Let me get everything winterized before winter. January will be a year that I've been working on the building. November 20th was a year that I was finalized then got the first shed, and it should be done by Thursday next week, hopefully. Now, I've got a plumber supposed to come tomorrow. It's one reason I need to get up there. I've got to move a bunch of stuff out. We never did get our storage building built, and I decided it was cheaper than buying something. So I only have about a half of a pathway when you go in the door. So there's room for the plumber, but I'd like to get that stuff out of there. So now the little cabin, it has most of its insulation in it, but can't do anything with it because now it has become the storage building. So I've got to go, and I just back the tailgate of the truck up to the porch and get out and throw stuff in there. So now I've got to organize that so I can get the stuff that I don't need out of the big cabin so I can finish it. So hopefully next weekend, let me see, there was something I was supposed to do before I left. I just not thought of that. But hopefully next weekend I can, or Thursday, hopefully, or sometime, at least next weekend, can do a video and give y'all an update and show you the finished product. I'm hoping that's going to be my Christmas present to myself. Is have my little shed turned into a little home. You know, I said I've been downsizing for the past, oh my goodness, let me see. I started downsizing, went from 25 square feet or 2,800 square feet, whatever it was, something like that, in 2012 down to 1,800 square feet. And then I downsized and moved into my rental, and it was only about 1,000 square feet. And I said if I downsized anymore, I was going to be in a shoebox. Well, this shed, 1224, it looks like a shoebox. It looks better now that it has a porch on it. Don't have the roof on the porch, but it has a porch. My eldest son, Ethan's mama and daddy, came up, and we worked on that a couple of weeks ago. So at least it doesn't. Oh, CJ Blaze there. Hey, Miss CJ. How are you, sweet pea? But anyway, oh, y'all look at my community page. Anybody that watched my little rant on everybody being so mean to those of us that want to celebrate Christmas, and what my research had shown you. Well, Perry Stone is much more eloquent than I am. And bless Pat got home. See, I did that Tuesday. We stayed Tuesday night, and I went back Wednesday. And Wednesday night, when I was trying to catch up on my YouTube, there was Perry Stone talking about don't be hating Christmas or something. I forget what the title is. But anyway, I copied it and pasted it, put it on my community page. So he says a whole lot more eloquently what point was I was trying to make. Anyway, not getting back on that. I've said all I'm going to say about that. But I want to ask y'all what y'all think about, you know, I know there's supposed to be wars and rumors of wars and this, that, next thing, but, you know, we're zipping through prophecy like I've never seen in my life. But when I really dove into the Bible in my 20s and realized that my generation would probably see the coming of Christ, we don't have that many more prophecies. What do y'all think about this Ruski and China buffet deal? Do y'all really think that we will have, I'm not so certain we're going to have any civil conflict, because that jabberoonie is making everybody brain dead. Y'all noticed? Do y'all know people that have had that? Have y'all noticed the difference in them? I mean, a complete personality change, y'all. Really think we're gonna, it's a possibility. I think we got a 50-50 chance for a civil something. But what do y'all think about anything else? What about the cold? I missed what she said about the cold. The electricity going off, grid down. Let me tell you, I couldn't get our power company to tell me at all Sunday night while we were without power for 2.5 hours. I live in an area that their local main office is a baseball throw from my house. And there were no sirens, there were no wrecks, there was nothing. And boom, power just went out, 12 o'clock. I mean, just like scheduled, 12 o'clock, off till 2:30 a.m. And I got tickled at myself. I always keep my candles in a certain place. But I got really tickled. I thought, I am so vastly prepared for grid down at the farm. I have carried everything off except a few blankets and candles to be prepared for something at that house. So I thought, oh my word, I'm a mess. But, you know, I did have, it didn't get cold. You know, the house is brick. It was warm that day, and that brick holds heat. So the house was just starting to cool off just a little bit. And it's insulated well when the power came back on. But I had candles all over the place. Those tall glass, oh shoot, what do they call them? Church candles from the Dollar Tree that used to be $1 a candle. That's, everything's now $1.25. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that old Sleepy Joe was so owned that he's not going to step in and do squat, although off-grid desert farming showed somebody, I was going to look for that link and subscribe to that channel, and I forgot, all of the aircraft that was in the U.S. airspace, and now it's not. It's over across the pond. I don't know that he will step in, although we do have military in Taiwan and in Ukraine. So if anybody takes a pop shot at either one of those countries, we have troops there. And if they hurt any of our troops, you know, if we do go into something, who do you think's really behind starting it? One of those two countries or us? I'm not so certain. You know, I said before this disaster that started almost 2 years ago that for the first time in my life I didn't trust my leaders. And Lord, now I trust them less. I guess I was blind or wanted to be blinded, or I don't know, but I'm not so certain that all of this is not handcrafted by our own sellouts. Well, that's who owns us. They're part of it. I can't see what it says. That's who owns our people. They want to call them the rhinos. They're owned. And I think they just let a few, although CJ's senator, Johnson, isn't that his name? Jim Johnson? Man, I love that guy. I don't know how he did in Ohio, but he don't give 2 cents, buddy. He just says what he thinks. I love him. I wish he'd run for president, but he said he never would. But he might run for Senate one of these days. But I don't know. He's about the only level head that we've got. I think allowed to take. I think they will too. Unless it is a setup that they go in with guns blazing and get some of our troops that's there. One, got troops there. That could be excused. Maybe our country's working with them and this is a setup. I really don't know. I love DeSantis. Oh my gosh. Listen, our economy was wonderful under T-Man. I really don't have a bad thing in the world to say about him as far as jobs, getting factories back here, the economy, you know, all of that mess. But, you know, he has to be all hung up big in the, what's that legalized gambling, Wall Street, what is it? Stocks. You know he has to be all tied up in stocks. Well, of course he'd want the stock market to grow up. He probably made a personal fortune in the stock market. But here's the problem. Now, I have people to me, oh, he was misled. He was misled. He was misled. Well, couldn't be misled now. You can't tell me he don't know what's going on and all the side effects, the people that have died. Still blustering about he was the one that put. You can't tell me by now if he was misled. He don't know all about that. So I have a real problem with that. I have a real problem. I hope he steps back and lets DeSantis run. Do you know, I was told the other day, our governor, God love him, I've known him for years. He's got a heart of gold, never pays a personal bill. He's always in court. Somebody's suing him because he hasn't paid him a bill and he owes them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then he pays his bills, and he's just a hot mess when it comes to life. But he's got a heart of gold. They did some kind of something. That man is the 7th most, our governor of this state, I'm still shocked, is the 7th most popular governor in the United States. Now, the only thing I can figure is we are a open carry state. We can defend ourselves without having to worry about being buried under the jail if somebody enters our home. We even have a whole lot of rights when it comes to drones, personal drones being flown. That's the only thing I can figure, because our economy sucks. Always has, and it's going to get worse with them taking. Hey, Joe, that you know? How are you, buddy? I saw somebody speak to you. I didn't see you. I'm getting ready to stop down here. I've got to stop and get some groceries. See, I won't use my preps I have up there. I always stop at the grocery store, take what I'm going to eat for the weekend. So I'm going to stop and chat a little bit and then go in the store. I didn't beat the rain, so now. About that man. And then the other thing is, my Lord, the supporters act like the man walked on water. I mean, I thought people lost their minds when they were looking up at Obama stepping out on the stage to give his acceptance speech. And I mean, it just looked like they were all in a daze. They were just happy that he had been elected. I didn't know anything about him. Didn't matter one way or another. I don't know. But anyway, I have put T-Man on the real to put him up on such a pedestal. They had been praising us and fighting acts in this country that our Lord despises. Why would I lose connection there? I hope y'all can. Hey, that's all I could read. I'm not monetized. But you don't think they'll take our internet from us now? Remember a couple of weeks ago, my drive time, I mapped and did a little on that Q phone that they're equivalent to the world to have a phone. That's what? I didn't see that. Oh gosh, here goes the stupid connection. I'm down through here. Getting ready to stop at Kroger, so maybe it'll be okay. Can y'all hear me? Can you understand? Can you understand me? I hate when I go back and watch a replay and my matching my lips and. Hey, SJ Mullen. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Haven't done much today. I still don't have all of my energy back from that stupid CV. I'm breaking up. Do you have me back now? A little bit of a drag. What's a drag? Well, where did all this traffic come from? This is the deadest little town except in the summer. I have no idea. Tons of cars. Tons and tons and tons. But, you know, no matter. I was just asking y'all questions, wondering what y'all thought about all that crazy mess with the other countries and our country. But, you know, you just can't worry about it. You got to keep yourself wrapped in the arms of Jesus and pray that he'll have mercy on those of us that do still love him and carry him in our hearts all the time. Well, go ahead, it's raining. Somebody started across the crosswalk. Hey, Ridge Runner. I'll be able to look at chat here in a second if I can find a place to park. Oh. I'll just go over here into this empty parking lot. I don't want to go in Kroger's with that full anyway, y'all. Never get checked out. Okay. Now. What a mess. You're fading in and out, but we're getting most of it. It's good to see you, Ridge Runner. Hey, Murphy's Law. Let me see. These glasses, I've got another eye appointment with my regular doctor. These glasses, can you hear me? Yes, I need to do a stupid commercial. That's right. That's right. Okay, you got me now. Okay, good. I'm going to scoot back and see if I can chat with y'all a minute. Like I said, I haven't beat the rain. I don't need to be in no big hurry. Although it has slacked down a little bit. It's supposed to pour. You're choppy, but we can hear you when we can see you. No, she was Florida Patriot 71. Laura was Florida Patriot 71. And she was so precious. She was just a sweetheart. I'm glad you're back too, Barefoot Lass. I've been gone, so you ain't missed me. I've been gone. Yes, Florida Patriot 71, Laura was just a precious thing. I hadn't talked to her in a long time, and I'm going to tell you why. Those of y'all that have been around for a long time with Marfugel are going to understand. Once the hit pieces started rolling out, I just backed away from everybody. Except my very closest friends that I had made, you know, here on my channel. So I watched those hit pieces, and I watched who was commenting in those hit pieces. And now she didn't. Laura didn't. She was a sweetheart. She stayed away from all the trouble. All she worried about was people prepping for animals, especially dogs. She was a dog sitter. Precious girl. But I watched, and even people that were there chatting it up that didn't have anything bad to say about, they were still in that live chat. And they were still supporting that crap that was being dished out. Not to bring up old guys. But anybody that had anything to do with anybody when I was being targeted, when I was having the hit pieces done, I'm not a person of trouble. I've never liked trouble. I'm glad you missed me. Okay, Ridge Runner. Merry Christmas, darling. Love ya. My West Virginia neighbor. But, anybody, look at those roots, I tell you. Anybody that had anything to do with even being in the live chat, showing support, I backed away. Or anybody that they had frequent contact with. And Laura was precious. She never participated in any of that. None of that. But she was just a loving person, and she just went on. If it didn't affect her, she showed grace and mercy to everybody, and she associated with everybody, and I just backed away from everybody, you know. Did you know that was going on? But let's see, I didn't know that was going on. Oh yeah, my gosh, 2 years ago, for about 6 or 8 months, man, I was targeted, gaslighted. Police thought I was crazy. People in my house, moving stuff around. Ethan was just a little thing. He wasn't 3 yet when it started, and I went in one time, and they had taken one of my ashtrays and lined up cigarette butts in front of my dresser, spaced about that far apart. Right between my bed and my dresser, I had a pack and play for him. And they lined him up in front of that dresser. I don't know if they thought he'd eat them or what. You know, I taught him. And then one time I had left my medicine on the kitchen table, and they'd put it in a cabinet. One time I went in, and it was just crazy stuff moved. Absolute. Oh, they moved his tricycle off of the porch onto the walk and messed with some of his toys, just enough stuff to let me know they were there. And then I figured out that it happened every time I left the house, so I started turning my phone off so they couldn't track me. But and then as soon as that stopped, oh shoot, I think that was the plumber telling me he's not coming tomorrow. Oh my God. Ugh. I have had a toilet sitting in the cabins for 2 months and can't get a plumber. I remember that. Yeah, I knew you did. I was stalked and hacked and oh my Lord. Let me tell you. Everybody kept saying, just get off of YouTube. It didn't start till you got onto YouTube. Just get off of YouTube. Listen, I ain't never run from nothing in my life. But let me tell you what. Well, one night I was doing a live and another creator had mailed me a gift and I hadn't checked the mail that day and it was like 5:20 in the morning and I said, well, y'all hang on, I'll go check my mailbox. Just not that far. And there was a girl out there stalking me. I guess she thought I saw her because I kind of glanced toward my truck. I didn't see her. And here she come just barreling at me. And she thought I was going to move. No, I made her take a step over. I didn't move. I started to end my live. But stuff had been going on. And I hadn't shared it with anybody. But, and then the gaslighting stuff that people were threatening me with. I did a call-in show for y'all that weren't around in the beginning. I had a call-in show. And I had to turn that number off because of death threats. They were threatening, chopping me in pieces. I mean, just all kinds of craziness, y'all. And I'd hear something outside. Listen, my neighbor had a path around her backyard, woodline, where they were parking on an upper street, coming around her yard, going back behind where Ethan lives, and coming into my yard. There was a path. Everybody saw it, but the police, they wouldn't go look at it. I had somebody stopped and down on the ground. I just started going out with my flashlight and pistol. And I had somebody down on the ground, but they were in the shadows. I couldn't see them. I didn't want to shoot and just maim somebody. You maim somebody, they can shoot you. Sue you. So, the police wouldn't do anything for me, so I just started handling it myself. But my oldest son had spent the night one night when it was going on real strong, and he had come in the morning and hadn't been out that weekend, and they started messing around the house. Let me tell you, that old Marine grabbed his weapon and went to the neighbor's backyard shooting, behind the duplex shooting, behind our house shooting, told him he's a Marine and what he'd do to him if he caught him. And it stopped for a long time. And then I had a few incidents, and well, I was on a live one night when Ethan's dog went crazy, and I couldn't see anything. I had to end the live because that dog wouldn't shut up barking, and didn't pay attention until the next day. And silly stuff as stupid as my patio table with 6 chairs in the front yard, had those chairs thrown all over that side of the yard. Just stupid stuff. But I started going outside with a big old flashlight, shining it on my weapon and telling them, step out of the shadows. Because, you know, I might not kill you first shot, and then I'll have to keep shooting you till you die. I don't want to, you know, hit your leg, hit your arm or something, you hit the ground, and then have to come and shoot you in the head. That stuff stopped. I wasn't playing. I just got to the point. I even called the FBI. Well, so did a bunch of other people, some of them that were involved in it after I tracked it down. And they made them think I was crazy. FBI wouldn't even do anything for me. So, yeah, when all that happened, I backed away from everybody. Everybody. And so, back to getting off on all that. Poor old Laura. She was a sweet soul. She was. She was a sweet soul. She reminded me of a younger me when it didn't matter what anybody did. I always had forgiveness and would still, keep trying to help them. I still have forgiveness. I've forgiven everybody that has ever done anything to me. And I've never had such mean stuff done to me in my life as I have since I've had a YouTube channel. But I don't hold any ill will toward any of those people. But I just had to back away, y'all. I just couldn't be associated with any of it. So then about that time, the boys died, had to move back in the house, and the house is so crowded I can't go live. But yeah, it was Florida Patriot 71. I helped her get to 1,000 on her channel. I've helped several channels, but I don't go live. See, I used to go live. Gosh, I had a call-in show. Then I had the would bring people up on the screen with me, and used to go live just about every night. I loved it. Man, I miss those days. I loved doing it. The only time I really get now is when I'm driving, when I'm on my way to the farm. I'm rarely ever in the house by myself. I told Team Angel in Marfugel's chat last night that I planned on going live at 2 today. What was it, 3:20? Before I could go live because we're down one car, and unless I'm at the farm and out of that county, not a minute of my day is mine. It's all for somebody else. Oh, somebody's leaving. Yeah, I shouldn't have got in all of that. Wow, Kim, that's crazy. So sorry you had to go. Oh, let me tell you, it was a learning experience. It let me know if something happens. My dad was in the military. I miss my lives too, mean face. My dad was in the military, and he made me learn. I mean, last year I had to shoot one of my guineas, and it was running. Boom, headshot, gone. I'm good at it. My dad made sure I was. I don't practice like I used to, but I was surprised I hit that guinea. I just posted up against a tree, and pow, there it went. But it was trying to kill my turkeys. I don't know what happened to that stupid thing. And it couldn't be the radiation or the towers or anything else, because I don't have cell service up there. There's nothing up there. But that experience showed me that, and let me tell you, if it had continued, I would have shot somebody. Not a doubt in my mind. They were trespassing on my property. They were harassing me. I had Ethan in the house, and he was my number one concern. But that let me know, if shit really hits the fan, you bet your sweet bippy I can pop a cap on somebody. To protect my pumpkin, well, to protect myself. I'd protect myself. So, yeah, that annoyed me. I had patience and patience and patience for months over that. And then finally I just snapped and said, screw this. Where's that hillbilly redneck West Virginia girl? We don't put up with this kind of crap here. So, yep. Moonface 5. Honey, it was good to see you. So, anyway, 27 of you listening to me just ramble like crazy. High test gas here is $3.69. I was just looking at it. And regular's $3.39 everywhere except one place. And I passed it. No, 2 places. I still have to go. I am. Oh, I thought you were leaving. Yes, Michelle. I'd always shot with a rifle or a shotgun. I was grown. My kids were grown. Dora, hey there. How are you? Before I ever shot a pistol. And it was with my last husband's family, and You could do a sassy Sunday. I think I'm being pretty sassy right now, Christy. Yeah, we used to do sassy Sundays. I'd get on rants about everything and I had an opinion about, spout my opinion. You know, those were some of my most high people in chat. Listen to me run my mouth. Christy H, it's good to see you, baby. I'd be ranting about something. Oh, I know, this world's awful. It is. But, y'all, if we get in a mess, this old girl will be slinging some freedom seeds around. Something else I need more of. But, yeah, the first time I ever shot a pistol, I was with my ex-husband's family. And there was about 8 men. And I was the only female that was going to shoot. And I said, I've never shot a pistol. I'd already outshot him with a rifle, my husband. And so they were all anxious. So they set up bottles and cans. It was out on a strip job. It didn't matter. And I outshot every one of them. So they handed me this big old pistol with about a, oh my God, about a 10-inch barrel on it. And the grip was real big, so I was trying to position my finger. They didn't bother to tell me it had a hairpin trigger on it, so I didn't have a good grip on that pistol. It broke a bone in my hand. They laughed. They thought that was so funny just because a woman outshot them. I've outshot every man I've ever shot against except my oldest son. I taught him how to shoot. He shot expert the first try in the Marines. They asked him who taught him to shoot. He said, my mother, sir. I got all dolled up to go to his graduation because I could just imagine what that man thought his pistol packing mama looked like. And his mouth dropped open. He was really shocked. But of course, I was young then, y'all. I was, oh gosh, how old was I? 38, 39, something like that. And I didn't look my age. Everybody always guessed I was about 30. Yeah, my daddy took me to the range in junior high, made me learn. So, but that was a good test. I know I could, yeah, I outshot them all. Then they give me that pistol break. I mean, I didn't think my hands was ever going to heal. But it taught me a lot about that family. Bunch of Bible beaters. Oh, God, forgive me. There I go. See, I told y'all. Now I've got to repent again. I go gossiping. I shouldn't be gossiping. Lord, I'm trying so hard to do better. But y'all don't know them, so it's not like I'm going to cause them any harm. But still, I should have kept that in my mouth. You know, nobody's mentioned La Palma for a while. Wonder why that is. New Phase 5, I'm not alone. Wonder why nobody's mentioned La Palma in a while. I still watch that guy's channel. Nobody making a big deal about all those doggone earthquakes there off the coast of Oregon, right at the sniping zone for that subduction zone over there that will bring our west coast into Idaho, they project, according to the naval map. Let me see what that say. My youngest daughter's name is Monique, but I've always called her Moon. Oh, how precious is that? So we've got that. The New Madrid, they're doing everything in the world to weaken that. Yep, and it's rumbling too. Christy, I wasn't looking at the screen. We were thinking the same thing. Southern Mercy. Oh, do they? I don't. Well, my bigger phone died. The one I just had Wi-Fi on. And it had all of my apps. My Rumble, my BitChute. It had everything on it. I don't have nothing on this phone. I don't even know what email I used, passcodes, and all that on this phone. Yes. Stupid. Let me tell you. And that January 6th crap, that was infiltrated. by the IBF. I'm going to say it backwards. Can't tell me that wasn't all a setup. And then that man with the horns on, that man did not do anything. He was telling people to be peaceful. This is our house. He didn't do anything. Sent him to prison. Oh my gosh. And then you got that goofball from yesterday. Do you think they'll really send him? Bushcraft Bear is great for La Palma. Yes, I think that's who I watch. He's over there. Is that the guy that's over there? Gives the updates? I don't, I subscribe to so many channels, I can't remember channel names. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible. And there's so many off-grid channels that I watch. It's hard to remember all of their names. But let's see, we got Cascadia Subduction Zone, the New Madrid Fault Line, La Palma's going off, Ruski's beating their chests, Taiwan in trouble, troops in both of those places, moved our people out of Turkey, India pounding their chest. What in the world have you ever heard of India doing anything? I mean, oh my Lord. And I just think it's all a distraction. I really do. I think it's all distraction. They take all of our rights away and they make this a commie country. Because we're just almost as socialistic as you can get. Right at the verge of it. And next is the commie part. I think it's all a distraction. Every bit of it. And that new variant. Hey, Beverly, how are you, honey? What was I saying? I've done lost it. Let me tell you, this CV brain fog is real, y'all. It is real. Yeah, everything's staged to distract us from something. All that new variant. I'm doing good. I finally lived through that CV stuff, but my hair's falling out. I can't dye it, can't blow dry it. I whacked a bunch of it off today. Lost 15 pounds, put it all back on. I hate that. But after I got to I could eat, I still didn't have any energy. So setting, now that I'm back up at the farm more, I can whack on some of those extra pounds. But, that Omicron, shutting countries down, saying, oh, you need the booster, going on and on and on about all that stuff. And everybody over there in the countries that it first popped up in is saying it lasts about 3 days. It's not a big deal, but did y'all hear? They believe that, oh gosh, am I parked too far out? They believe that variant came from the vaxxed because that variant is missing a spike on the protein. Have y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? My hair did all that after I was on. Oh, yeah. See, I went through that. I was on prednisone at one point, and it caused me to have diabetes for 6 years. My hair was falling out. My teeth got weak. I always had wonderful teeth. What was it? What do you mean, what was it? There's a spike missing on the spike protein in the Omicron variant. And they believe that that one is coming from the vaxxed. Y'all heard that? Oh my gosh, what's going on in Australia? Good night. I'm telling y'all what's the truth. That is just absolutely ridiculous. But right there is a prime example. All of the countries they're pulling this real shit in gave up their weapons. We can never give up our weapons, ever. Or that's where we will be. They can march till the cows come home. They can march till the cows come home. Marching ain't going to do nothing. Look what they did for January 6th. Infiltrated it and now putting poor innocent people in prison. Let me tell you. I watch a YouTube channel I won't mention that was laughing, building a house up in the mountains in a state, not here. That was contacted because by the IBF because her face was caught by AI at the January 6th function. And she was on her way to meet the FBI guy aft because they were in the middle of all this construction and mud and snow and everything. And she said, yeah, she wasn't there. She videoed enough. She had proof she wasn't there. She wasn't worried about meeting with these people. Why in the world would they even think she would be there? You know, whose face looked like hers? Just went on and on and on and on. Or recently slipped up and has made a big deal that her parents live in D.C. So I'm a-wondering now, because she's a spicy little gal, if she really wasn't there and lied to the IBF. But that's what they get. Hey, Miss Kojak from Elkins. I love Elkins. Have y'all got any snow yet this year? Y'all always get more snow than we do. I love my West Virginia peeps. But she very well could have been there. But I doubt she was doing any harm to anybody or anything, so I'm glad she didn't get caught. But I wondered, why in the world would I leave? You know, we're under construction. Why would I be there? Well, her parents are there. So now I'm wondering if that really was her. You know, they don't video every day. Little plane ride, you know. But I guess they could check, see if she'd been on a plane. I don't know how long it would take it to drive. A couple days. I guess if you're real interested in it. A couple days. That's when those videos are made. I made it in time to say nothing, but I like the hair. Thank you. I cannot. Hey, Susie Q. I can't dry my hair, can't color my hair, can't do anything with my hair. One side effects of CV's, your hair falls out. My hair's falling out. It's curly right now and gives it volume, and it looks like I have a whole lot more hair than I really have. Oh, you got about 2 inches? We had a little skiff on Tuesday night. Well, y'all, it is going to start raining again. So, I know I hate to bring wet grocery bags out of the store. Hey, listen. Miss Kojak, it is 46 degrees. When I left Raleigh County, it was 52 degrees. And next week, we're going to be in the mid-60s down here in the south. Can you believe that? But I prayed for God to let me get this building done before the snow hit. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Just wanted to really just bounce some ideas off of you. Did you hear about the countries from neighboring states are wanting West Virginia to adopt them? Absolutely. Listen, on my news channel, if you go to WVPM News, before CV hit, I was covering Virginia, and let me tell you, half of that state still wants to secede. Oh, well, maybe not now that they actually elected a conservative governor that nobody can believe. But if they hadn't been monkeying with the votes, I think he would have carried Trump. I mean, they would have carried Trump. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But anyway, hey, Bit Crazy, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. good to see you. I'm wrapping it up here. Lord, I've been on here for over an hour. Can y'all tell I don't get to talk to anybody much? I talked to my sister for almost 2 hours, hour and 50 minutes yesterday, and it seemed like we were on the phone 30 minutes. Thank you, Barefoot Lass. Yeah, I'm going to go to the grocery store, get my groceries, and get up there to the cabin before it gets dark. I like to get everything carried in. It's great seeing y'all. Y'all just don't know how good it is to see y'all. And, of course, now it's 4:30. It's probably a good time to keep going live, but I've run out of everything to say. Did you see the statue they installed outside the Union Building? What Union Building? The Union Building. What's the Union Building? Union, West Virginia? What's the Union Building? I really don't know, Susie Q. Tell me, honey. You think that's it? You think what's it? Oh, Moonchild, I'm glad you found my channel too, sweetheart. Today, the UN. Oh, no, I didn't. What did they put outside the UN? Moonchild, oops, wait a minute. I'm just gabbing and running my mouth today. I'm glad you found me too. Welcome. I love everybody that watches me and listens to me ramble my silly mouth. No, what's the statue about in front of the Union Building? Now, I know what you're talking about. I have talked about everything in the world we're not supposed to talk about today. Code, some I haven't, so. What is the statue about? Look, I think my blood pressure's high. I was getting aggravated because I couldn't get out of the house on time. It should be down now, though. But talking about some of that stuff, maybe. Got my blood pressure worked up. Oops, now everything come through. Oh, you leaving already? You leave. Let's see. Well, what is wrong with my chat? Did I lose y'all or something? Oh, so sweet. I appreciate that. Yes, West Virginia's a strong state. Let me tell you, they've had BLM and Antifa show up at different places. And let me tell you what, they were run off in a hot second. They were shooting up Princeton down in Mercer County, and they were shooting back and had them run off in less than 30 minutes from start to finish. Yeah, buddy. Looks like a lion, but it has wings like a falcon. Oh, really? What's that all about? Yes, I was trying to. And then Susie Q had to tell me I saw the statue in front of the Union. I thought she was talking about Union, West Virginia. And then finally figured it out. The lion with the falcon wings, that means something. Old T-Man, that's one thing I liked. He wanted to run old UN out of here. You're staying till I go. I'm going to have to do some digging on that. That's interesting. Has anybody covered that? Susie Q, has anybody covered that statue? Only thing I've heard about statues, the idiots wanting to take statues down. Let them come to West Virginia and try to take a statue down. Yeah, I know, Barefoot. That's the point I'm trying to make. Has anybody done a video on that? Listen, I have said ever since I've had my channel, 2.5 years. I think June 11th was 2 years. Yeah, 2.5 years. Yes. That they have our Bible, using it as a playbook, like they're going to rush things along. I'm sorry, I got news for them. God is not going to let them rush anything. It's going to be in His time. And we've read the book, and we know how it ends and who wins. I think we're Mystery Babylon. Now, y'all know I love Danny at Deep South Homestead. He pointed out that DC's on 7 Hills and New York's on 7 Hills. Mystery Babylon's supposed to be on 7 Hills. Yeah, I couldn't remember where it was either. That's why I was asking, has anybody done anything on that? See, I don't get to do much YouTube now. I don't get to watch any of the crazy news to see what. Oh my goodness. I have to go back. I've only got like 3 Bibles up at the farm, so I'm going to go. Gosh, I scrolled back too far. Wait a minute. Did Susie Q say somebody? Who did something on it? I'd love to watch it. I would love to watch that. That's funny. I'm reading the book of Daniel now. I just started the beginning of it. Oh, the Gateway Pundit. Yes. Let me tell you. Boy, they give good news. Yep. But I haven't checked them out in a while. Trying to get all this mess finished for winter. Because everybody thinks that after the first year we're going to have grid down. I've got to have that farm finished for everybody. I can live the way it is, but, you know, my kids are spoiled. They didn't grow up on a farm with their grandpa like I did. Thank you, Susie Q. I appreciate that. You ready to buy a cow now since you're at the farm? Listen, I don't have to buy a cow and worry with all that mess. I have finally made some contacts, actually in the county I'm at, not the county where the farm is, but they adjoin. He raises beef. I don't want all that canning to do. So I'm just going to buy half a beef. He has pigs. I have chickens and turkeys. I've made a really good contact with a guy that's like a rent-a-husband, and he'll come and build things for me for a reasonable price. I'm glad you were too. But I'm going to get my greenhouses up. And I think that I'm going to put one of them about 4 or 5 feet deep in the ground. And see if that helps moderate the temperature till I can grow more in the winter. Now, if I was hooked to the power, I love cows. Their noses are so soft. When I was a kid, I had an uncle. His farm was adjacent to my grandpa's farm. You selling butcher meat? Trying to sell something off the hoof? What county did you say you're in? That's awesome. I heard that it was supposed to be in January. You're in Greenbrier County? Daggone, my phone's done. I don't know what I did with my phone charger, y'all. You're in Greenbrier County? Oh, Lord. I have no idea where I put my phone charger. Lord, if you're in Greenbrier County, send me an email. Listen, I think I changed it on the last video, and I have to wait till this one's over to change it on this video because I've changed it on my computer and it will not save my new stuff. My email is capital W, V, capital P, capital M for West Virginia Prepared Mind. So it's WVPM at protonmail.com. PROTON mail, all one word, protonmail.com. Send me an email. Because if you're selling it, you have a better price than the other dude, I'll buy from you. And I would like to buy little. I can't get anybody to buy a quarter of a cow. And that way I could can it and process it and do better about putting it up for long-term storage. But yeah, you might be surprised. Listen, I was this to buying a piece of property. I thought you meant the Greenbrier. Greenbrier County. They do have houses up at the Greenbrier now. Yes, I've got somebody I can get some good fresh milk from. I want to make some butter and my own sour cream. And yogurt every once in a while. I know where I can get it. I just haven't contacted anybody about getting it yet. And they changed the law that finally the farmers can sell non-homogenated milk. Homogenized milk. Can't even talk. But I almost bought a piece of property in Rennick. I'd have been right there. Oh. Well, I might can help you with that because the guy that I know, he's got a butcher buddy in Summers County. I'm sitting in Hinton right now. Bit crazy. I'm in Hinton. Now you know where that is. That's not where my farm is. I've never told anybody where my farm is. But it's not in Summers County. But if you guess, don't say it. I just come to Hinton to come to Kroger's. Oh, you're in Alderson? Holy smokes. Listen, don't tell any. Well, of course, they don't know your real name. Oh, they doxed me. My real name and address was all over the stupid internet for a while. And having gotten death threats, I just try to not tell anybody. But we're a whole lot closer than you think. Oh, we'll have to meet. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be exciting? We'll have to meet up. Email me. And then you'll see how close we are. Yes'm, yes'm, yes'm. All right, y'all. We got a rain break again. So I'm going to get off here, run into Kroger's. And a bit crazy if you'll email me within the next 20, 30 minutes. I'll get your email. I'll check it when I come back out of Kroger's. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah, it would. That would be awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, Mike can help you with the butcher. I'll double check on that. So anyway, I love y'all. Always remember, don't be scared. Just be prepared. Our first prep right now is with the Lord. Then worry about everything else. And until I see y'all next time, you know I love each and every one of you. You appreciate every split second. Barefoot Lass, I will tell him that. I'm allowed prepper nurse. If I'm allowed, prepper nurse 1 moved to West Virginia. Yeah, I emailed him. I did everything in the world. The man moved less than 30 minutes from where my other home was. And I was going to help introduce him to the area. Gave him Dax and Marf that I wasn't some YouTube creator or worshiper lunatic. And the man won't answer an email, so piss on him. Just gonna be honest with y'all. Getting old, don't have patience for crap. Now I don't want to meet him. Listen, I posted on videos when he was in West Virginia. I can tell you exactly, I know exactly where he's at. Probably if I wanted to go find it. I could care less to go find it or him. I just wanted to help him acclimate to the area and have somebody that he could kind of feel like he knew. No. Ignored every post, every email. So, piss on him. Brought people in from Virginia to help him. Now, I had COVID. I couldn't help him do anything at the time. But, I just wanted to show him around. He went right by my house to go see pinball preparedness. He wasn't 6 minutes from my house when he went down the route he went down to see pinball preparedness. I couldn't get him to answer an email or a post. So, I don't need friends that bad to beg them. I just thought maybe he wasn't seeing them. That's why I posted and emailed as many times as I did. And then when I gave references and told him I'm not a lunatic, I thought, nope. I thought, showing your true colors in private, aren't ya? It's everybody's butt for that almighty YouTube dollar. I wish you did too, Susie Q. I always forget. Where are you? Got 2 Susie Qs and cannot keep it straight. Are you the one in North Carolina? Or is that the other one? I made a little bit of ghee yesterday. Because I knew somebody that didn't know what ghee was. So I got out a stick of butter and made some ghee. I know. He's a prick. See? Gotta keep that mouth shut. Oh, yeah. Christy H is in Southwest Indiana. Susie Q, which state are you in? Well, I don't know. He was on his video talking about how blasted nice West Virginia people are, Moonchild. How many people he had met and say, do we have a list? No, we don't. We need to have one. Oh, yeah, we can't be afraid. It talks in the book of Revelations. See, that reminded me of that South Homestead. People gave him a hard time for saying Revelations, instead of Revelation. All the South calls it Revelations. It talks about people being fearful. Yep, my daddy said, you will be my ballerina, but you will drive like a man, you will think like a man. I don't have enough sense to be afraid of anybody. Hey, Shirley B, how are you, honey? Yeah, I need to make a list of everybody that tells me. And see this brain fog, my MS brain fog. Honey, Michelle, I'm going to close it out, sweetheart. Anyway, wvpm@protonmail.com is my email address if y'all want to email me. I'm closing her out, Shirley. The rain has stopped and I need to get into Kroger's. And I've been on here for 79 minutes and 33 seconds. Which is not bad considering I used to do 6 and 7 hour lives. But anyway, I love y'all. I really do. I love every minute you give me. Anybody in here from West Virginia, email me so I can look at it, read it, and remember it. Maybe we can make a list and we can get together. I had no idea I had anybody close to me. So I am thrilled to death, bit crazy. As long as you're a bit crazy, not a whole lot crazy. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'm putting my hay out right now. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Well, anyway, I love y'all. Say your prayers every day. Read your Bible every day. Get right with the Lord. Repent, repent, repent every day. If you need to go forward in church again and be rebaptized, I'm thinking about doing that. Well, listen, you cannot be fearful. Fear is of Satan. Fear is not of God. Always remember that. When you start feeling fear, you say, get behind me, Satan, and in the name of Jesus, I command you and all your demons out of this house, off my property, away from me and everybody that shares my DNA and I love. Everybody that I love, too. Get away from me, Satan, because Satan is fear. Bible says, worry not for tomorrow, because we have no promise of tomorrow. So we don't worry. Worry is fear. So, don't let it worry you. Don't be worried. So anyway, everybody, don't be scared. Just be prepared. Remember, fear is Satan. And in Jesus' name, Satan must flee. So anytime you start feeling fearful, say the Lord's Prayer. That's how I fall asleep every night. Say my prayers and then say the Lord's Prayer, fall asleep every night. Relaxes me, Lord. I get so relaxed when I talk to the Lord. But anyway, I love you. And until next time, I'll give you an update next week. All right. Love y'all. Bye-bye.